Okay. So far, so good.
Yep. Only one boneheaded move today. That was almost forgetting to crank up the tongue after I got it mounted on the back of the car. We didn't crank it all the way up and remove our removable foot. So that would have been fun. Not.
Thank God we have a neighbor who's caught us first before we went out. And it's also going to be somebody's first time camping. She's just happy to be with us. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes with RVing with animals. So far right now, she just thinks it's a normal car ride. So we're only going an hour and a little bit from home. This is our shakedown trip, as they call it in the RV world.
yeah.
We basically figure out what we need, what works, how to do things, and you know, Ryan and I, last weekend, we did everything possibly wrong that you could possibly do. We
This wants to get me to 52 the long way.
She always put directions before you leave.
No, I already did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any problem going that way.
We've already gone Moonlight before.
Yeah, so we're just gonna go Moonlight.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Squirrel moment. Anyway, so shakedown. In the RV world, that means you basically got a new RV. You have to learn basically about your trailer, and you learn what you need, learn what you need to do. It's just basic 101 RV. So you're getting to know your RV, and your RV is getting to know you. But anyway, last weekend when we picked up the trailer, we did everything wrong that you could possibly do for the RV. Whatever speed bumps with it, got stuck in congested areas. We arrived at our campsite in the dark. We were scrambling around trying to figure out how to put everything together in the dark. Thank God Christine and CJ were there to assist us. And so this time we are hoping to enjoy it more than we did last weekend. Last weekend was just tiring and just trying to get it from Georgia to Florida without any mishaps. But anyway, we are off to our new adventure, and we'll be back to you as soon as we have something to share.
See, this is why we like taking the scenic route. We're just taking a slow stroll to the campgrounds. Technically, if we drove regular speed, it'd only be an hour, maybe less than an hour. But taking it easy with the RV, taking these nice back roads, see lots of pastures. We got many horses there.
Oh, many horses.
Lots of ranches out this way.
A cute little airplane.
The cows are having a cow meet in the shade. They're like, shoot, it's already so hot in Florida.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Withlacoochee River Park, something or other. No idea where we're going. We need to find our friends.
Okay, well, you go the way you're supposed to go and make sure you don't hit anything tree-wise or branches or animals or people.
All right, now comes the fun part, trying to get in, and I apologize for this loud beeping. I got to figure out how to turn it up because my backup camera thinks I'm going to hit something. Let's go check. So what we're doing here is putting a very super simple wedge that helps to level your left or right. There's a couple of different ones. Anderson blocks are one of the more popular ones. These are the beach lane ones. We got these because they can actually hold 35,000 pounds instead of 30 pounds, even though we're not even close. But they come with this rubber mat that you can put down to help with sand and with, you know, gravel to keep things level. But basically, you're just gonna take it and put it right underneath the wheel. And then we're gonna slowly drive forward and it's gonna roll up until we get level. So that's the next thing we're gonna do.
A little bit more. Okay, stop. Looks good.
All right, so we are set up right now. And as you can see here, whoop, whoop, I've got my nice little editing setup, mobile studio. So I am going to work on some videos and we will come back at you a little later. Peachy's flying with her ears. She's turning into a nice little camp dog. She got a soft butt though in mommy's chair. We have our traditional camping dinner, baked beans and flame broiled cheeseburgers. CJ working on a couple more patties. Still lots of flies, but hey, it's Florida, early summer. You're gonna have some bugs. So hopefully campfire, once we stoke it up, we'll go ahead and disperse the flies here. For the record, Peachosaurus has really seemed to have taken to camping quicker than we thought, but her favorite spot is right there. You don't see her because there's food out, so she's begging. But right in Mel's chair, she just curls up and has the breeze blowing on her and just snoozes away. It's precious. It's so precious. All right, continuing on with our meal. We'll get back to you a little bit later. Maybe, fingers crossed, we'll catch a little bit of the Aurora Borealis that is going over the States. We didn't think it was down here in Florida, but it was actually pretty strong last night. All right, so obviously it's nighttime here. We're gonna head out to the field and we're just gonna see if we see any of these northern lights. So let's go. Definitely some pretty colors there in the horizon. So we're just sitting here at the fire. We didn't do a whole lot of videotaping today because today was honestly just a lazy day here, enjoying the RV, enjoying nature. Honestly, there's like one other trailer here and a few people tent camping, so it's been very, very peaceful. We're just gonna close out the night with some fire and then we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. Morning, Peachy. Did you hear that rooster this morning? And you were like, what was that? Good morning, everyone. So today's the first morning of what I would call our official first weekend. You know, if you guys saw the earlier episode, we bought an RV. If you haven't, take a look at that. You'll see that catastrophe. In the end, it works out good, but honestly, we did do everything wrong. As you saw, we bought it sight unseen, just a couple of videos, but the floor model that we were looking for had very low availability within our price range, but in the end, it all worked out. It was a really lazy weekend, as you've probably seen from yesterday's video. We didn't do too much noteworthy, but we still wanted to put together just a short episode of our first trip. Peachy is taking to it. As you can tell, she has found her favorite spot, which means we're going to have to get her some sort of raised bed because, you know, when Mel and I are both out here, Peach wants to sit in our nice little comfy ZeroG chairs. So we're going to have to find a ZeroG puppy raised bed for her. But she's really taken to camping pretty quickly. We're definitely going to come back to this spot later and have a longer weekend versus just an overnighter. But for a first camping trip, this was nice. Come join me, babes. Say hi to everybody.
But this morning, the plan is to just leisurely pack things up. We're actually going to go do a full black and gray tank dump. Then we'll work our way back and call it a weekend so we can spend time with our mothers. Now this obviously is going to be out after Mother's Day, so I hope all you mothers out there who are watching did have a great day. Nice relaxing day. And we'll be back to you as we get things moving. All right, RV lesson part 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. You're coming at it. Again, we're newbies, so you're learning. One thing I am definitely adding to my list is a plumber's wrench. Problem I had was with my pressure gauge, it got jammed on the spigot. And if you can see here, this is set up, but I have like a small connector piece right here that connects to the spigot and then connects to the rest. Well, this part got stuck on the spigot, and I only had a pair of channel locks, and it took CJ and I a good 5 minutes of slowly trying to grab this to get the seal to break to be able to unscrew it from the spigot. So definitely adding a plumber's plier, if you will. Nothing huge, just a small one, to be able to get better grip. So if this does fuse like it did this time, I've actually got the right tool to be able to put leverage on it and break that seal. So, all right, back to packing this up for today. That wasn't too terrible.
Somebody has been enjoying sleeping like the whole weekend, except in the middle of the night. All right, we got our brakes control. We got our backup camera.
All right, off to the dumping station. This field right here is where we came last night to try to see if we could see any of the Aurora Borealis. Unfortunately, we did not see anything. All right, so when you watched the first We Bought an RV video, you saw us empty the gray tank.
In the dark.
In the dark. Well, no, I think we did it in the morning before we left.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, today we're doing the full thing. Look at that. It's almost like they knew this was a gray handle for gray tank.
I know, right?
And a black handle for black tank. Who would have thought? It's black first, gray second to flush out the lovely black stuff in the hose. However, once you get hooked up, you do a hot second of the gray to make sure you have no leaks.
A hot second is 1 to 2 seconds, just
Yes.
for those of you who don't speak hot.
That's true. Who don't speak hot. Because anything more than that, if I were to... Oh, you guys are feeling it now. If I did it any longer than 2 seconds, it would have been a YouTube overload, people.
Yeah.
All right, but you do that because if you do have leaks, your gray water is just like your dish and shower, which will smell a little bit, but not nearly as bad as your black tank. So
Notice we're wearing gloves, by the way.
Well, wait, who has
Sorry.
extra gloves though?
Well, I like mine.
Oh! It's like a pumpkin. Yay! It's Halloween.
All right, first step. Yep, that comes off. Oh, ooh, and you have a slight leak. That's okay. Let it. Let's make sure everything's pushed all the way in. Uh-oh.
That was not all the way in, kids. So, that's coming out again.
It's got to. So step back.
Not much. And it's on.
Hooks in there. That goes there. All right, so let's just do like again a hot second, 1 or 2
second
seconds.
of gray. It's gray. 3, 2, 1.
Boom! So now we're gonna do some backfill flushing.
We're done with our black water flush and the forcing the water back in to make it clean and pretty. And now we're moving on to gray water. Hence the gray handle. Already starts cleaner. Again, that's your sink and your showering. How's it looking clean? Is it looking clean on the other end, sir?
Yeah.
We'll let that trickle down.
Then we're going to disconnect from the top end while leaving this still in the sewer. That way we can pick it up in gravity the rest of the water that's built up in there.
Oh, genius.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
ask me how I know that.
You watch YouTube videos.
Actually, no. I, on day one, did not do that. And when I picked up the hose after I had disconnected the sewer end, the rest of the gray water went all over the side of the campsite. So not to be a bad RV neighbor, I have found that yes, because we are sitting on the ground, you're gonna need that natural gravity to pick up the remaining water and leave it connected to the sewer to dump it out, so you're not dumping it on the side. All right, just like that, both dumps are complete. We're gonna head on the road. Our plan is to try to go by a Flying J with a cat scale and do our first official weigh-in. We've got the apps that lets you remotely log in and remotely pay. And so we're just gonna go try to do some cat scale weigh-ins now. Onward. So as you can see, Christine has the front wheels here. We've got the back axle here. And then in the third box, we've got the weight of the trailer.
After you've entered your information, named it what you want, it'll show you the fee for you to accept. And once you accept, it pretty much starts.
And I am stepping off the scales, so my weight is not added. Well, the only thing left is to clean everything up. Make sure you hit that like, notify, and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. We'll see you next time on the Scenic Route.